So today I'm welcoming Noel Thomas, CEO of Darkwatch. It is a wonderful organization whose purpose is to use technology to combat human trafficking. And they have some great tools. I hope you'll listen up because I think a lot of you could use the tools that they're developing. Welcome, Noel.
Oh, thanks, Dottie, for having me on the show.
So we met through a partner group that works with both of us, Red M. Red
Mhm.
M's whole purpose is to raise money to help people combating human trafficking. And luckily, I'm a recipient of their funds, and they help support everything I do from this newsletter to rescuing victims. And they could not wait for me to meet you and you to meet me. So I think they were right.
I agree. It's been an awesome connection, and I've really enjoyed getting to know more of your mission in the day-to-day work that you're doing to really save lives. So it's been an honor.
Well, thank you. And ditto here because you sent me a map that made me jump up and down and squeal like a little girl. Tell our audience about the map you sent me and what it means, because to me, reason I jumped up and down and squealed is it was tangible evidence I could hand law enforcement and say, hey, right here, look at this little dot. Look at 5 of them right here. They tell our audience all about that because I just love it.
Yeah, absolutely. So, like most people, I always thought that human trafficking occurred in other countries. In fact, I was exposed to it in India, where I saw this 14-year-old girl being trafficked, and that was a huge genesis point for my mission to fight human trafficking. But I quickly became aware through the work that Red M does, particularly in Houston, that human trafficking is right in our backyards. And so I brought together a team of technologists and defense professionals. And what we started doing was we scraped these illicit websites looking for labor trafficking into commercial sex. And what we realized was that there was something like 17,000 of these illicit places here in the United States. And so with the map, we've figured out a way to plot these on a map so you could see it in any city. They're very prevalent in Houston, as you would imagine. And then you can even slice and dice the data further to show, is it a mile from a school system, or how close is it to my place of work, or how close is it to a bank or a hotel? And so we've got several industries that use it. And then law enforcement also find this incredibly helpful because they can prioritize where to start tackling the problem in their backyard. And so that's the Dark Watch Maps tool that we were really excited to bring forward.
Well, I love it. And I love your assistance in showing wherever I am, because I'm many places, that I can tangibly show the people I'm speaking to, hey, it's right here. It's not somewhere else. It's right here. And I can't wait to see the faces of the audience when they realize that's behind my house. Oh
Mhm.
my gosh, because that brings a new level of engagement. So I am so blessed with these maps. However, I jumped up and down giddy like a little girl again when I learned of another tool you have about report writing. Can you tell them about that?
Yeah, so we've brought on a team of artificial intelligence experts, and our partners need a way to quickly write reports. The challenge is that there's really nothing on the market that allows them to do that in a secure way and protect the sensitive data and information that goes into these reports. And so we say as a company, like, we never want paper or report writing to be a barrier to fighting human trafficking, but it is. You would be surprised how manual these processes are, how much typing physically goes in there. And so the vision here is to shorten the time that it takes to write these very sensitive reports, so that our police partners can do the investigation and the things that they're incredibly good at, to free them up to have more time on higher priority tasks. And so we've gotten an incredibly warm reception for this. Thank you, for helping us do this faster. So Yeah, that's a tool that we're calling Dark Watch AI Analyst, and that's coming out in 2025.
Well, let me just piggyback on that and explain why I was so excited. Because, of course, saving time is great, but that's not what made my heart jump. What made my heart jump with excitement is a well written report is the tool that frees people,
Yeah,
is the tool that is necessary to not let this case dissolve or be misunderstood or be discounted. And so I, a long time ago, had a course on report writing because I found across my cases from the families all the way to police and even prosecutors were having gaps in the case due to either ineffective report writing or
right.
no report writing. And that is my superpower is I get it documented, written, I get it usable in so many ways, not just police, but I gather medical records, interviews of witnesses, statements from the victim, social media posts, public data, put it all into a report. And that report could go where the family understands what's happening. They help me write it. Maybe they need to tell other family members and they don't believe them. But once they see it written in an orderly fashion, they can comprehend this complex thing. I can use it for mental health or other places victims are getting help so that whoever helps them does it correctly and not incorrectly. Maybe they don't understand why a victim did certain things until they read it.
Mhm.
And then, importantly, in any of the legal systems, whether I'm getting victims out of jail, which is what I do a lot of times, or
Mhm.
whether I'm trying to get the perpetrator investigated so my victim can go free because they're still pursuing her or him. So that has so many uses. Sometimes even for the victim to understand what happened around them, when they can sit and read it and comprehend the complex nature of this crime, suddenly all these mysterious things make sense. And so I was so excited that you're developing this. Thank you so much because that's really the key that unlocks the lock.
100%, and these tools are built in tandem with our partners. So it's their exact needs and challenges that they're facing that we're trying to innovate and solve for to make their lives a lot easier when it comes to this.
So my followers, friends, colleagues, contacts that receive this newsletter, tell them what they need to tell others or how, if they're in an organization, that they can connect with you.
Yeah, absolutely. So we've got a website, darkwatch.io, and there's a contact section that you can reach out there. What we're looking for is the front lines to pilot this technology, which means law enforcement, hotels, and banks. We've worked with a lot of different federal law enforcement agencies and local law enforcement agencies to get to this point, and now we're rolling out these new tools. And so, if anyone listening is interested or knows someone, you can reach out to us through the contact form using the keyword rescue 55. Again, that is rescue 55. And that will make it so that we know that it's connected to the work that Dottie is doing, and we just appreciate everyone helping us get the word out about these tools to
So great. So if you're in law enforcement, if you're in banking, if you're in the hotel industry, please reach out. Go to the website dartwatch.io, put in code word rescue 55, and hey, together we can stop this. It doesn't have to exist. We only need the will and the collaboration. So I'm so glad to collaborate with you. I love your products. I can't wait to see what happens in 2025.
awesome. Well, thank you so much, Dottie.
All right. So if you need more information, look into the written part of our newsletter. We have it all there. Share, post. Don't keep this a secret. Come on, guys, you can do this. Get it out there.